Some homes hide burdens heavier than their foundations. Mine was one of those. I'm Robert Taylor, and I'm about to share how I carried a family's unspoken pain until it shattered me. This isn't a tale of good guys or bad, just the sting of being unseen and the moment I refused to let it shape me. I grew up in a house where affection was a prize I could never win. My brother Ethan was the star, charismatic, easygoing, the kind of person who lit up a room without trying. My mother, Clara, revolved around him like a planet around the sun. "He's my reflection," she'd say, her hand resting on Ethan's arm, her gaze sliding past me. I was the ghost in the shadows, the kid who knew every squeak in the floorboards because I'd learned to move without a sound. By age 10, I could fix a wobbly table with a screwdriver, balance a budget, and fade into the background. Once, Mom's friends filled our dining room with laughter, their voices bright like a song. I spent hours arranging the table hoping she'd notice, but when I stepped in, she brushed me off, her tone sharp. "Robert, not now." Later, she said, "You're too reserved for them. They wouldn't understand you." My father, Henry, was different. A mechanic with hands stained by grease no soap could clean. He spoke little but saw everything. When I brought home a perfect math test, he pinned it to the fridge, his quiet pride louder than Mom's exasperated sigh. "Nobody shows off grades anymore," she'd mutter. But Dad left it there, a small act of defiance. He was my tether, the one who saw me when no one else did. As we grew, the gap widened. Ethan coasted through life, his missteps softened by Mom's justifications. "He's figuring it out," she'd say when Ethan ditched another job. I built my life step by step, late nights at work, a modest apartment I earned through a loan. But every visit home made me a stranger in my own family. Mom and Ethan would talk over each other, their laughter a barrier I couldn't cross. Dad, though, always left the porch light on. "How's the city treating you?" he'd ask, pouring coffee, his voice steady like he meant every syllable. Then came the day everything shifted. Dad retired, his hands finally free of tools. He took up small projects, a bookshelf, a garden patch. We'd sit on the back steps, him pointing out the tomatoes he'd nurtured. But one morning he tripped on those steps. A small fall, a fractured hip, and nothing was the same. The man who fixed everything couldn't fix himself. Recovery was grueling, he fought, but his body failed him. A walker turned into a wheelchair. Mom couldn't handle it. "He just sits there," she whispered once, not noticing me in the doorway. Ethan nodded, glued to his phone. "It's like he's already gone." I stepped forward, my voice cutting. "He's still here." They flinched, but their distance only grew. Mom stopped cooking. Ethan avoided helping with Dad's meds, saying it was too hard. Then I found the pamphlet, glossy, promising sandy beaches and fine wine. "A quick trip," Mom said when I held it up. "Your father can't travel, obviously." My stomach churned. "Who's staying with him?" she shrugged. "You're good at this, Robert." They didn't ask. They assumed. It got worse. I'd find Dad alone, the TV flickering, his meal untouched. The caregiver, Louise, would arrive confused, saying no one updated her schedule. I called Mom once during a work break. "We're out," she said, her tone curt. Ethan texted later, "Busy, deal with it." So I did. I bathed Dad, adjusted.
I can't tell you the full story in this short video. If you want to see the full story, the link is given below. Click on it to watch the full story.